everybody. As you probably know, it's me, the Theredmagekro, and welcome back to Danganronpa, where if you can't tell because of the sound of my voice, I am sick. I'm still in the process of getting out of being sick, I should say, right? Because I've been sick for like roughly 3 to 4 days. 3 days. It's the 14th. Well, then again, you know, the 11th is technically the day I got sick, but the day before, but I report. You get it. You get it. Okay. Either way. We got some places that we definitely want and definitely need to be. A lot of them are going to be here on the 5th floor. We gotta take a look at a lot of different locations. Try to see if we can find some stuff, you know? Toko's here! Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Thank you. Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figure since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. No, there has to be something. Maybe something a little bit more in here. Maybe something over here. Nope, there's just a thing. Maybe there isn't anything here. Interesting. Well, maybe something in the garden. Also, if I go quiet, that's because I'm probably having a coughing fit. Huh. It's gone. Fukuro's body. It's not here? I mean, yeah. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed? I better check just to make sure. Didn't find anything even close to a dead body. If nothing's in here either, then it must be I have no idea where. The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one of the corners of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab. Yay! There's all different kinds of gardening tools. If there's anything that sticks out about them, no matter how hard I see, I don't really see anything. What about the lawnmower? It's kind of weird. I don't think it's related to the case. Dang it. What about the jeans? All I really needed to check here. But where could her body have gone? I'd better start looking for it. I mean, there is some carnivorous plants, you know? But that's besides the point. The biolab should have actually opened up, so, but I also think this might be a prime location right here. Byakuya thinks that the tragedy refers to what happens here. What happened here was desperately horrific. The biggest, most awful, yes. Right. It's covered in blood. I can hardly stand to look at it. There's really nothing in here that, like, I realistically need to check. That's definitely weird. Actually, why is there a camera in here? I mean, a monitor, I guess. But unless the camera and the monitor were, like, here from the get-go, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's go in raw. Oh, it's cold in here. Oh, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Here's some tarps. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Okay. Ah, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Probably to preserve all the dead bodies. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left-hand side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side, some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. 7, there's 7. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Maybe look at the ones that have lights on. From the left. Right-hand lights are off. Is there, like, nothing? Huh. Oh, since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check. I have no idea how to open this thing. There's no real way for me to, like, open these up. I guess not. I don't think I'm quite done in here just yet. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Like a instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicinal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate an alarm and will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery program package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Looking around, I think I get it. It's clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. About those lights by each other. Man, how many are there? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I did not read that. Oh, it's select. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Oh wait, I didn't read the right one. Got those lights by each other. It looks like it's set up so that when slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. So another one of the victims is... Okay, bio lights. Can't let my emotions take control now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But there are supposed to be 16 people, right? There's 16 people. 2, 4, 6. There's one light that's off. Oh my god, it is someone who had supposedly died. It's someone who supposedly died! It's Junko! It has to be, right? Dude, everything I see just leads to me believing it's Junko. Right? Okay, well, where else do I gotta go? Let's see, I don't think there's anything else really up here. Yeah. I think I do have to go to the computer area. Ina's in here.
Hey, Makoto.
Oh dear God. Doing a country accent while sick. That's gonna be fun. Ah, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? I can't do it. That's what you're doing here? Yeah. I can't help but wonder what that Monokuma's door.
Yeah.
So I figured all the doors in the school had been unlocked. That one should be open too, right?
But...
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Cause it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. Really? I'm sure she didn't mean it. But she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Thank you, Hina. You're lovely. Asking me to blow myself up for you. I mean, if you're asking, I mean, why not, right? I mean, no. No. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait. Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. It'll be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. In we go. Oh, it's the Monokuma room. There was no explosion, thankfully. First impression was...
Huh?
Whoa! This place is totally sci-fi! Help. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This is definitely look, yeah, Monokuma. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel? It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Fumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? The Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like it's some kind of cockpit. And could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's stop poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna stop pushing buttons. Hold it. Can't just do or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, and that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go and check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kinda scared out of my mind right now. I'll just cheer you on from over here. Thank you, Hina. You're very lovely, letting me go off and gallivant and probably die. Did you just hear what I think I heard? Hi! Is that Monokuma? Hi, buddy. Hey. Why? Give me your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man! Busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Ah, man. You seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. A room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Man, I need some. Fluids. Water is the best thing ever when you're sick. There we go. Go back in here and stop the blast from blowing me up. Whoa! Hey, Makoto! What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. This control room is totally separate from the data center with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us, control Monokuma at the same time. Yoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach! I know! But, okay, enough puns! Anyway, here's a hint! I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Wait, because if I'm thinking about it, right? How is that true? How is that true? If you think about it, Monokuma appeared in front of 16 people. Right? So unless there was like another person here, who was controlling Monokuma? Like, you know, at the beginning of the game. Interesting. Then, the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, wanna leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get out? Yeah. Alright, well. I mean, I'm still gonna ask you. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah! The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Right. It's locked. But why? Of course it's locked! Because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like!
Hey,
It's for your benefit! Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get in the school! You know, if the mascot just up and stopped moving! Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are! So, right now, being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Amundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense! We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it!
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway! So, whatever! Okay, so no matter if we would have checked it, it would have still not have let us, like, open it. I was gonna, like, go back and actually, like, look at it, you know, but I guess not. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but...
So,
was he telling the truth? Mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Well then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? Not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let this get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice! You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Oh my god, Hina took off at full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Man. I'm doing a little bit better with the voices, even though I'm not feeling very well. I hope they're good for you guys, at the very least. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it. This is my first time seeing it for myself. Okay, can I do Byakuya's voice? Let's see. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Hey, buddy. Well, you came at the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure, what do you mean? Something interesting. Take a look at this. Class number 78 student roster. It was on top of a pathetically ostentatious desk? I don't know if I said that word right. Class number 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, well, we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy. Just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tear, the way the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Oh, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? I wish I could tell this to customers! Oh, I wish I could tell this with customers and not get in trouble for it! Honestly, like, you know, being in customer service, it is definitely really annoying, right? When a customer decides, oh, hey, is this the right thing that I need to be using in order for me to be, you know, doing this? And it's like, well, if you read here, it says, you know, how about you, freaking, I don't know, use it for metal, wood, or plastic. Because honestly, that's what it says on the thing. You know, read a little. Oh, well, how do I apply it? Oh, well, how about you read the directions? You know, the manufacturer actually really wants you to like their product. So they are willing to, you know, explain to you how to use it properly so you'll like it. So read! At least that's my experience in customer service. You know, people just kind of come in and go out, you know, just to, like, do the things that they want to do. So they explain to be force-fed everything when it would have just been simply faster to read it. be like, oh, okay, and get out, instead of walking around and having to look for someone, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't feel the same as you guys. You guys go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Ugh. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, that's what Mukuro looked like. Aw, that's so sad. She was actually kind of cute. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair? I don't think there can be any doubts about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? Wouldn't that mean that both of them were members of Fenrir, possibly? Oh, why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. I mean, it could be whoever is the head of Fenrir. Junko. Putting it out there, I'm sorry! You know, seeing as how that's the case, Junko could have been like, this is the only time that you aren't going to fail me. You die now because I need someone dead. This could have been a command order. There would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means that the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Picture of a girl? Perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? Oh, I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot! What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back up to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Trying to say that there's chance that the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. Oh, I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Not that we're getting along. She's done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Well, what are you saying? Oh, seriously, what are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Okay. There is still quite a bit of stuff to, look over in here. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Bunch of files on the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. How it makes me anxious. How? Student registries, apparently that's us. Profiles, yep, and Mukuro, just like us, yep. Out of the ultimate despair. Mastermind, weren't they friends? There's no such things as friends on the battlefield. Unless you're, Snake. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. A shield? Where? I call lies. Okay, well, that's taken care of. That's the wrong button. Either way, we have checked out. Nope, I don't need to go that way. I don't think that there's anything else other than the second floor of the dormitory to check out. So, time to finally check what that is. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. I should have probably have checked what's-his-face's room. This is the second floor of the dorms? It's like some kind of ancient ruins. Or no, more like a battlefield. A bomb blew up in here or something. I'm going back down. I'm gonna go check up on my boy Hero. He's probably in his room, let's face it. How do I know? Well, I just have a feeling, This is Hero's room. I don't have a... Okay, just don't check on my boy then. I just wanted to see if he was alright. But I guess not. Actually, can't we check on the map where everyone is? Like, if we go, all the way over to, yeah, Dojo. Yeah, so then, we don't know where Hero is. We'll probably find him up here. That's definitely a possibility. But I'm just worried that, I don't know where the hell he is. Well, we'll find out what's up here. But dude, this does look like a Persona boss. Like not a boss, but like a dungeon. The girl's bath. In a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Mr. Goody Goody all the way. I feel the same. Nothing to observe? Wild. Let's check what's over here. Ooh, man. Rubble, door break, door break. Hey, this door is actually good. There's a hole in there. Are those files on the bed? Oh my god, there's actually blood. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even just a bed anymore, it's just garbage. What about in here? I opened up the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay, so I guess nothing realistically in there. Gotcha. Why is there an Egyptian hieroglyph? Yeah, that's... Ooh, blood. I mean, hieroglyph is probably the wrong word. Symbol? Maybe? I don't know. I see a secret door. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more adult atmosphere. Oh. Why, hello, Kyoko. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Aw? Regret? That's all. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. Must be thinking about something. Probably shouldn't bother her. Well, let's go and look at the door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake? Or construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here. But not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out something, a kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it could probably be made up of letters and or numbers. We really can't go from there. Alright, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this, it's probably Kyoko, honestly. The PC on the desk must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used it last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. And we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Yay! Jeez. There's a hidden room we can get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. Maybe for her, more to it than that. Anyway, want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Just trying to think of what the password might be. Sure, she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. You mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. I love how I called it. Come on. Oh, glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. You just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands are tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it's worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko! Kyoko, wait for me! Oh! Oh, man! I'm about to be sad! Hey, Kyoko? May as well have not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Better check out that present before anything. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? Getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, possibly. Aww.
It would seem...
It is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Is it gonna be his head? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Please don't let it be his head. Please don't let it be his head. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. I'm pretty sure you would already smell the head. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. A light began to sneak its way out of the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Yoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. It is his head! No! What was in the box? It was bones! Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, Who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there are bones in there! Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
You found in the box. Those bones. Body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on! How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who's planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Okay, yeah, I told you this already, but the killing game, 16 participants. Yeah, and if anything, her father must be dead if he never stepped foot into Hope's Peak. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. The only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in this school. He was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, he was completely calm. Or no, he wasn't calm. Only trying to seem calm. She just said it was as she just thought, so she knew it was a possibility. I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko. She wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Is that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Really give up her pride just for that? Can't help but wonder. So sad. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. Take a closer look. I don't think that Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. Went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. All I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now, if...
He couldn't even handle a job like this. He would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Huh? His picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, this is a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Aww. Oh no!
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... I'll find something like this. What do you expect me to do now? I was right. Picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? Wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Oh, Kyoko! Kyoko! It's so sad! The headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some kind of clue. Really want to check it out, but... really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then. If you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? This is... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency? Found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations. Given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It seem...
Might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko...
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. But then... I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Uh-huh. Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Yoko! Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. No, Kyoko. You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. You're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see you again someday. Probably right about that. That's definitely something you would say. Well, it's just a theory. A game! And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened. What I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've gotten myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Yoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, the shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster. No doubt, the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. But also thinking about it, he had bones. Those are bones. You know how long it takes for a body to decompose? How long does it take for a body to decompose? It says anywhere from 3 weeks to several years. So he could have been dead for 3 weeks. He could have been dead for several years. They killed him. Oh my lord. The headmaster is dead. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Very well be the mastermind. Is a man in his late 30s. Going to school right now. We were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yep, I know, it's one of the 16 students that have been in here. Gotcha! I do like how they are... Like, to my annoyance, right? Because I am a little annoyed at it. I do like how they are hammering this away at your head, right? Because unlike, you know, if you're doing like a Let's Play, right? You're not playing the game every single day, right? Like, even then, like, I take long breaks in between this game. I took weeks in between this game. I have a better memory than most when it comes down to playing games and understanding what it is I'm looking at and the theories I make and all that. But the thing that you have to understand is that not everyone is like myself, or I guess that's something that I have to understand myself. And if you could understand that too, that's also something as well. So with that being said, people are probably playing this game, playing other games, maybe taking more than a week to come back, and they can remember stuff because it's being hammered into your brain. I really should be reading the stuff that they are repeating multiple times. And the reason for that is so that it hammers into your brain and it hammers into mine. But my issue is that I already understand the severity once it's been told to me twice. 3 times is an annoyance, and any more is just the same annoyance. Unless it's in rapid succession. If it's like one right after the other, okay, it's gonna really wreck my nerves. But, you know, that is something to primarily take note of, and it is something that I need to also kind of work on too. Because I need it to not be annoying, so that I can read it, so that it gets hammered in. I get it. I'm sorry. But 15 of us met in the main hall, and Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. Including... Oh! Oh! Okay. Remember how I said earlier in the vid... Ah, my eye! My eyelid moved into my nail as I put my fingers to my eyes. Ow. You know how I asked how Monokuma was moving about before Junko died? It was freaking Mukuro. Because Mukuro was nowhere in the building. So Mukuro was the original one basically going around controlling Monokuma for like until Junko died. That's primarily it. Honestly, thinking about it, it could very well be, right, that it might very well be that Mukuro was always Monokuma, right? I don't know if you noticed, right? But I think that, like, ever since, like, more towards, like, the ending of the game, Monokuma seems to have more of, like, an attitude. Right? It could be that, you know, the two people swapped. It could be that Mukuro was always controlling Monokuma, while maybe Junko was the one who was always surveilling people. And I'm leaning very hard into Junko being the killer. Just because, you know, I've explained it once, I explained it 1,000 times. Junko is the only one that is the weirdest death out of everyone. That's it. Either way, we dwelled on that for far too long. Everyone else is dead. Sayaka. Junko. Even Mukuro. Even she undeniably died. The ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Koko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no. That can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay, but we can leave the area. But like that's the main thing. I've checked. I didn't check you. I didn't even notice you. Ah, I was looking at the symbol. I know that I is supposed to be like a very particular god. But I think it's a god with a name I can't say without getting banned. And I don't know the other name she goes by. I mean, it could just be Ra's Eye. It could also be Ra's Eye, but there's another goddess that I kind of feel like that might also be, you know, related to. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hopes Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Wonder if I can open up this locker. Rattle, rattle. Oh, locked. The card reader installed on the door. That's nice. That must be how you get the locker to open. After all, Fremily is pretty similar to the card readers for the locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. That's actually really... It's very interesting. There we go. Okay. I just wanted to look it up. I think it's the Eye of Horus. Okay. You have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader, and then... Bzz, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... What about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Okay, I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Let's see what we got inside. This thing is practically empty. What's that? There's just one thing. And a pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside. It'd be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'm taking a look anyway! Looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster. And my father. Wait, what? He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. But that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Oh, this can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Hoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? What she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. I mean, yeah, she lost her memory, dude. So, with that being said, if she lost her memory, she wouldn't know that she basically has already met her father. She doesn't know anything, dude. Like, it's as simple as that. I need to take freaking throat relief. That she hasn't talked to her dad since she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. So happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. Must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. I looked at it, and like the rest of the pocketbook, the writings here were messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair. Okay. That is interesting. Ooh, wait. Can I open up that door? Ooh, I can. Oh, hey, look. Oh, is this all the stuff that was, what's it called? Confiscated? This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. The crystal ball. A crystal ball. No, it can't be. No way he ever used this locker. Just not possible. There's all kind of textbooks and notes stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this belonged to didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro? I mean, he did say that he flunked many times. The notebook also contained a large amount of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. He never had a chance to take any classes. What is this notebook? Okay. Ooh, tarot cards. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. Wait, those for used for telling fortunes? Just a coincidence, right? Nothing else. Okay. It's these lockers, and they had to belong to the previous students, right? Why am I seeing this? There are things in the lockers that look like this. A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. I want to figure that out. I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. The emergency, yep, okay. Let's see what we got inside. Let's see anything that might be a clue. So I have to look on all of the... Yeah, all of the lockers that are nice and tight. Now let's see what we have inside. Nope, nothing that's a clue. Looks like the locker opened. Nothing is... Okay, so that isn't a thing. What about this? See what we got inside. Nothing that might be a clue. And nothing else is here. Huh. Oh, lovely! Does that mean that it's time?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Little.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Oh, lovely. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Ooh, boy. That's a hero. Hey, hero! Ooh, Makoto! Why'd you ask so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Here to find out what he has to say? I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hiro, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? I think he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. He has to be hiding something this whole time. Ooh boy. Well, I'm gonna end the episode right here. This seems like a good little cutoff point. I do feel like if I do that, we are going to end up in the, what's it called? The trial soon, but I gotta give my voice some kind of a rest. Well, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next part of, whoa, the discovery of a lifetime. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Woo!